Hey everybody, welcome to Valentine TV. Tonight's reaction is coming from TISA Tales, and I would like to also thank y'all for being here, and hopefully y'all hit that subscribe button and like the video. Okay, y'all remember yesterday when we was talking about the plant that did it planted a manager inside Biggie's estate saying that Biggie didn't pay for his own funeral, but he really had. Okay, now this is something new. That same dude that was playing it is trying to sue Faith Evans, and he is the one over BIG. It's called Books Over Papaws. It's called that BIGs, right? And so the 50% of the proceeds after Miss Wallace passed was supposed to go to that charity, right? And then the rest go to Faith and the children. But Faith was like she got all of it, right? Because she's the widow and she got the two kids. So the dude trying to he's suing her. He's suing Faith because half of it or 75% of it supposed to went over to the nonprofit thing that he's running. Well, it supposed to went over there, and then people start asking, well, who owns it, who's running it. Nobody's ever like put books out, gave out anything, did anything with it. Who owns it? Who's over it? It comes out as him. He want biggest money, and you know who put him there. That make it look that more guilty. Faith says you ain't giving up nothing. I'm gonna let Tisa tell y'all a lot. The reaction tonight again is coming from Tisa. I got part one from her, so now I'm doing part two. Okay.
Oh my God. The managers that Big Diddy put in place to manage Biggie, right? Then were executive producers after Life After Death, which, by the way, they released after Biggie died. And there was a renegotiated contract that Kurt Burrows in the Netflix movie claims Diddy wanted him to change. He said he wasn't going to change it. And Kurt Burrows got fired. Stay with me. Do you know that right now they are suing Faith because Faith is not going to let them take advantage of Biggie's estate and steal from Biggie's children what is rightfully theirs? You guys, let's get into this because here's the thing. Every single time somebody pops out on Bad Boys thing, it gets worse and worse. And I'm telling you, every time somebody comes out and defends Bad Boy, you got to dig deep to be like, wait, what's the connection? I'm sorry, every time Bad Boy or somebody comes out and defends Bad Boy, you have to search really deep and be like, hold up, what is the connection? How, when, where? This time, I don't believe this. So listen, here it is. Faith Evans was hit with a major lawsuit over Notorious Big's mother's estate. When I heard that, I was like, wait, what? Faith is taking money from Viola? What? Right? But listen to this.
You're right.
Faith Evans is facing a new lawsuit from Wayne Barrow. Who is Wayne Barrow? That is the person that is running around saying, what are you talking about? I know for a fact that Diddy paid for Biggie's funeral, even though they can't get one receipt, and Diddy won't want to do one receipt. And I believe Kurt Burrows and Gene
Deal. Do y'all remember now what we was talking about last night? Yeah. So now he's trying. He wants to sue Faith for I forgot. Okay, Faith had her 50%. Okay, this 50%. You remember they went to the hospital, to the hospice, and got Miss Wallace to sign something. And then, after she passed real quick, then they now that her 50% belongs to nonprofit. You know darn well, as much as she loved them grandkids, she would have gave that money to her grandchildren. Okay. Man, these people are dirty.
Dill. Go watch the video I did. It explains everything. Listen to this. Faith Evans is facing a new lawsuit from Wayne Barrow, a record executive who became the executor of the estate of Notorious Big's mom's Voletta Wallace following her death in February. Now, if you don't know, Diddy put those people in place, according to Gene Dill. Also, they signed this contract with Voletta because I think Faith owns half, and like, of course, Biggie's mom owns half of a catalog that's estimated somewhere to be 100 million to 200 million.
Yeah.
They are saying that Valletta, before she passed away, while she was in hospice and on her deathbed, signed off for her to sell her portion of Biggie's catalog. But yet they only put that into action and force it after she died. Which, why wouldn't she give that to the grandbabies and Biggie's kids? It doesn't make any sense. Do you know what I'm saying? If it was worth that much, that means they were getting how much a year? But listen to this, right? Because I'm going to link it all together with you. Get this. So Wayne Barrow, the record executive, became the executor of the estate of notorious Big's mother, Valletta Wallace, following her death in February. Barrow is accusing Faith of allegedly refusing to share profits from a catalog deal with the estate. This is a deal that they brokered. The Barrow guy, the Diddy guy, the guy's been put in place. If you guys don't know, he was put in place by Diddy. Okay, y'all with me? Let's get into this.
Look, and then Faith said no, she ain't giving. All of that money belongs to his children, even if Faith didn't get any, right? If they would have been divorced, the kids still should have got the money. And y'all know the grandma loved them grandchildren. The way she built all the money she went from, I forgot how much Biggie started with when he died. She rose it all the way up to in these millions. And you think she ain't gonna give it to her grandchildren? She gonna give it to the non-profit, please.
According to Billboard, the filing claims Valletta managed a significant portion of the assets that Big left behind after his death through an LLC. It further claims she sold half of those assets to Primary Wayne before her death. In turn, Primary Wayne owns a majority of the rapper's music catalog, as well as various rights to his name, image, and likeness. With that being said, this allegedly makes her responsible for divvying up shares of the profits from the catalog to Wallace's trust. They said Faith has distributed sale proceeds to Tiana, CJ, and presumably herself. So you
That's
mean
right.
that from the sale, you gave it to Biggie's daughter, you gave it to CJ,
Right.
Biggie's son, and you gave it to yourself because you were his widow. Okay.
Shoot, and that, hey, it's whatever. And that shoot, I heard that Diddy and CJ Wallace were buddies anyway. Let CJ go get Diddy some money. Okay. I was wondering where Diddy was trying to get all them millions from. Now we see what he's trying to do, y'all.
Okay, what could be the problem? I'll tell you what. The vultures that Diddy allegedly put in place, according to Gene Deal, they want their cut. So Barrow goes on to say, she, however, has wrongfully withheld the trust's redacted share proceeds in the amount of, they redacted that. He further alleges that Faith has completely refused to work with the trust and is keeping Barrow, Diddy's guy, entirely in the guy that is all over saying, oh no, and defending Bad Boy, entirely in the dark about the business and affairs of the LLC. Barrow adds, Faith's actions are particularly trouble, given that, unlike Mr. Barrow, she has never previously been involved in the LLC's management. With the lawsuit, Barrow wants a court order forcing Faith to provide the trust with its share of the profits, which says will be donated to the Christopher Wallace Memorial Foundation. Additionally, he wants to take Faith's position as the manager of the LLC. He cites her continued misconduct and disregard for her allegations. Now, here's the thing. So, you know, when I heard that, I said, oh, this rabbit hole is going deep.
Real
and I said,
deep.
well, wait, who runs the Christopher Wallace Foundation? Because Biggie was an only child.
Thank you.
He had no half siblings. He had no siblings. He only had his mom and dad. I think both of them had passed away. So the only heirs that Biggie had, even by inheritance law, is his wife, current wife, widow, and the two kids. So I'm like, who's running the foundation? Because you don't have any other living family for them to fight you over.
TISA
and Valletta, she was
funny.
very close to her grandkids. So why wouldn't she leave that to them? But again, there was that secret deal that got made while she was dying.
Right.
And then as soon as she passed away, you let us know about the secret deal, just like what they did with Biggie. Anyway, get this. The Christopher Wallace Memorial Foundation, BIG, is a nonprofit foundation set up in Big's memory. The organization aims to empower inner city youth with educational tools, mentorship programs, grants, and scholarships, aligning with its motto,
Ain't done
Think
none of it.
BIG, books instead of guns. While the overall estate and legacy of Christopher Wallace is managed with the support of his mother, Violeta Wallace, who is now dead, one of the people identified as a key figure in the foundation's work is Wayne Barrow, who was listed as the co-chair of the Christopher Wallace Memorial Foundation.
That's the one that during the Breakfast Club girl. If I had to take my hat off, my journalism hat off, I believe the one Wayne Barrow or whatever. The wrong one. The wrong one.
Get out of here. Get out of here. You broke her a deal that makes no sense. But let's just say it happened, right? Taking advantage of a woman on her deathbed. But let's just say she knew what she was doing. He only has 3 heirs, his widow and his 2 kids. That's it. He don't got a daddy. The mom's gone. May she rest in peace. You don't have half siblings. You don't have anybody, right? All this stuff is going on. All this stuff is going on.
Exactly.
And you're like, no, you owe us 50% of the proceeds. 50% of the proceeds are somewhere between 50 million and 75 million. And they need to not be given to Big's kids, right? They need to be given to the nonprofit set up in Biggie's name that magically you run and you're the chairman of it.
Yeah, this is crazy as crap. If y'all want to see the rest of this, go to TISA Tales on YouTube and you can watch the rest uninterrupted and everything, y'all. And y'all won't have to hear me laughing because Diddy is trying to keep giving Diddy them millions of dollars so he can keep getting lawyers, because I got a feeling this time he might need some brand new lawyers, y'all. And that ain't no joke. All right, thank y'all for coming to Valentine TV. I appreciate it. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. I will talk to y'all later, okay? All right. Bye, y'all.